Okay, today with Whitaker, I asked Whitaker, what goals do you have for your hitting? What do you want to accomplish? He said, Coach Dave, I want to hit more airplanes, more consistent airplanes. That means have a good launch angle out to the outfield. Just get the ball to the outfield. I told Whitaker there's 3 ingredients that's going to help us on a consistent basis. Number 1 is the brain. The brain is going to control everything about the eyes, and the brain is going to control how you get fixated with the ball. Meaning, before I even see the ball, I'm still thinking about the ball. So much to the point where you're staying at home plate while you look at the pitcher. You're not even blinking. When you're so fixated, concentrated, and focused on an object or a task, there is no blinking. So we need to achieve that and practice that. It becomes a pattern and technique, how I get myself to be so focused and consumed with the ball. The second thing we need to focus on was the front door. Where will I see this ball? The third thing is, where is the back door? At what place do I strike the ball? Is there a common area, a finish line? So yes, so it was the brain, it was the front door, and the back door. That's what we need to focus on. What helps Whitaker a lot and other players that we train is having the idea of the pitcher's common denominator. The pitcher's common denominator is a signal. It's an indicator that you're about to see this ball. We start with our hitting drills. That's going to help us rub this in. These hitting drills are explained on our online hitting course at thelanguageofhitting.com. They're very powerful drills to help improve your hitting perception. So once we get rolling through these drills, we got to the point where I told Whitaker to pay attention to your right eye. His right eye is his dominant eye. Many high-level hitting people who study vision and the eyes will tell you, Dave, knowing your dominant eye doesn't really matter. I'm here to tell you, over 32 years of hitting research, yes, it does matter. Just like the elbow, just like the shoulder, just like the hip, just like flapping the bat backwards, whatever you want to do. When you know precisely what eye is going to look for that image of the ball, you can now start controlling that instrument we call the eye to get to the right place at the right time. We ended today's session with doing a specific drill I did with my son when he was in high school. One day my son and I were standing in the kitchen together, and he said, Papa, your batting practice doesn't really help me to hit better in the game. I didn't even ask him to explain that to me, because being a former player, I knew exactly what he was talking about. It was from that point forward, when I would pitch to my son batting practice, I wouldn't throw a baseball until 12 to 15 seconds had passed. And obviously, I was talking about pitching from a full wind-up or stretch position to make it more realistic. But I would wait 12 to 15 seconds to throw a pitch. Why do that? It's because that is the pace of the game. And it's very important how to train the brain to manage the dead space between pitches. What am I thinking about? How to control my thoughts inside that 10 to 12 to 15 seconds. Ben Hogan, some other golfers will talk about hitting golf balls in their practice shots. Hit a golf ball and then wait 5 minutes to hit another golf ball. Why? Because that is the pace of the game. And you want to train the brain the same way it's going to react in competition. And that's how we ended with our session with Whitaker. I wait 12 to 15 seconds for a pitch, and he had to think about how his eyes are going to slide off the pitcher, use the pitcher's common denominator. I'm Dave Kirilloff, languagehitting.com, and with the Kirilloff Baseball School in Anna, Texas. Strongly consider getting our online hitting program. Invite me to your hometown to work with your son, your daughter, or even your team. Or come visit us at our home facility in Anna, Texas.